Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And we're off on EA Sports. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. We stop him right as he gets up past the 15.
At their own 17-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Hey, easy! Blue 60!
Now we're on here with Blake Corum. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. He goes the distance, touchdown, LA! The Rams take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Blake Corum touchdown. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little pace?
A hundo, partner, 100%.
And to do it on the ground, to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Going run again with Swift. He's going to bring this down to their 35. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Well, his game is off to one heck of a great start and bringing his offense along with him. Across midfield after that run, and now all eyes on that offense focused on the end zone.
Filthy, 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 filthy. Blue, 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 blue.
Going to the ground again on first. Cuts it to the right sideline. And it won't be a touchdown, Brock, but it sure was close. He winds up out of bounds just about a yard shy of the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. Young will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's second and goal.
What is up? Volunteer! Volunteer! Vegas! Vegas!
Working from the gun, Williams escapes the pocket, and they take this in for the score. The Bears finish off their opening drive. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10.
Ready! Lady! Alert!
Start on the ground, Coral. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got second and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
21! Ready! Hey!
Putting the tight end in motion.
Hey! Hey! Zebra!
Second down run by Coral. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Pin!
A
40
loss
got!
of 2 yards.
40 got!
It's third and 9.
Throw here, third down. Got a man, that's Nakua. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
10 yards on the play. And the Rams first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey!
They motion the tight end over.
Hey!
First and 10. Here's Stafford. That's Cox. This is Terrence Ferguson. Big man showing up the yards. To the house. Touchdown, LA. The Rams break the tie here in the first. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they could score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain. Dose of the hurry-up offense here.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here we got Biggie Frosty. Biggie Frosty.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5 right up next to that line of gain.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They will not get another play off. We're at the end of 1. The Rams out to an early advantage. More of the NFL on EA Sports right after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They'll be set up with 3rd and only 1. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Bails out of the pocket quick. Complete beyond the marker. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
1st down. Here's Swift. Football is a modest game here, Brock. About 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Working quickly here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Rams' 44-yard line.
Swift gets it again on 2nd down. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Dime coverage from the Rams as they get prepped for this 3rd down. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. And dose of the hurry up here.
Brings up 4th down.
4th down, Williams. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Coaches challenge him to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
They're going to run on 1st down with Coro. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams keep their drive alive and reach Pater 1 play later. It's a Blake Corum touchdown.
Hey, Kate, we're not even to halftime, and this guy has already got a game's worth of success. And the great thing is that, yes, it benefits him individually, statistically, but you know it just sets the table for everybody else because that play-action pass should be devastating.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Williams. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Williams from the gun. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. They're reverse on the tackle.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Williams to throw on 3rd. This is a heater going deep. That's cut at the 25. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. 1st down, Williams to throw. That's to Dunze again. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here. First and goal, Swift breaks the tackle, and he barrels across for the touchdown. The Bears make it a one-score game before halftime. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Bears 14.
Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they'll take this opportunity to discuss what's next over on their sideline. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Just content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Easy. 180.
Here's Corum to begin the drive. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down. Offense in the hurry up here.
At the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Corum gets it again here. 2nd down. Has room down the left sideline. And he's going to have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Blake Corum touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Nevis with a point after. And the Rams double their lead to 14. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Trying to locate it. Oh, no! He lost it! He'll elect not to bring this one out, so give him the touchback. We'll start at the 20. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Williams set to pass. Hits his running back. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here.
15. 1st down, Chicago.
Williams on 1st down. Hits him on the out route. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here.
2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The left side finds Burden. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Throwing the out route complete. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
32, 32, 32.
Williams throwing on 4th. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Blue 16.
Corum trying the right side. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
11. Set. Look at him.
He's back to throw. That finds Adams downfield. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Here's Evans set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Williams off the play fake. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. They're going to have the football at the 16-yard line. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10.
The Rams take over at 1st and 10. They're on 16.
On the handoff, it's Corum. A lot of space ahead. Space on the right. He's got room. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Rams push their lead further to start the half. It's a Blake Corum touchdown. His 4th total score in the game. That one right down the middle. And the Rams stretch their lead to 21. There's Evans set to kick this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He finds a Dunze downfield. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. It's a 29-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down Bears. Offense to the line fast. First down throw by Williams. Buys time, rolling right. This one headed corner of the end zone. And that one's picked off in the end zone. But no, incomplete, folks. He wasn't able to stay in bounds. There's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Looking quickly here.
A loss of 6 yards. It's third down.
This is Loveland working the right side. This is not going to get it done on third down. They catch it behind the line. This goes for a loss.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed third down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
4th and forever coming up. Fourth down, pass coming. Has his man caught by Odunze. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line.
A gain of 30. First down.
Looking inside the red zone. Into traffic, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 7-yard line.
Running with Swift out of the gun. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. Offense up to the line fast.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Swift will score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right. And he's dropped down. It was a long shot after the block anyway, and they're unable to add anything on top of that touchdown. After seeing his point after blocks, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Ready.
A give to Corum. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
They'll stick with Corum. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be 3rd down.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the old lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
Blue 6, 59. Hey, 70. Hey, 50.
Third and long for him here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, 70. 280. And middle. Moving hot.
Handoff goes to Corum, running left. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
Monday. Tonight.
Corum again. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got 3rd down now coming up. These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, 50. Hey, 22. Hey, 5-0.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Rolling into enemy territory. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25. Working quickly here.
Gain of 41 yards on the play. And the Rams First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Gives to Corum from the gun. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. This is the end of the third quarter. The Rams up by a couple of scores as we look ahead to the fourth. And Brock, they are in control of that football. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Ready. Hey. Leave.
Running left, it's Corum. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
A gain of 10 yards.
Dose of the hurry up here.
That's another Rams first down.
First down, and they go right back to it. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They give to Corum on the draw. Stopped after a gain of 2, and that's going to bring up 3rd down. Offense in a hurry up here.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Turn to Corum on 3rd down. And maybe should have been thinking pass there, partner. The defense all over this run, and it's going to be 4th and goal.
21.
It's
Monday. 11. Hey, middle.
Motioning the tight end now.
Hey, easy. Hey.
Trying for it with Stafford. And this is going to be good for a Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. Point after by Mevis is good. And the Rams grow the lead now to 22 points. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Drops it underneath, Swift. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. Moving quickly, trying to get set. First down, Williams. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Working from the gun, Williams. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Rams are able to get the return down to the 40-yard line before they're stopped.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Ready. Get away,
Corum straight ahead. Has a hole left, room to run. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams put up even more points in a win. It's a Blake Corum touchdown. A 5th rushing score for him as he moves 1 away from the NFL record. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Tremaine Edmonds has it. He's at midfield. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Here's Evans set to kick this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
Westy, let it run. Watch ball, watch ball, watch.
Williams to throw on first. Well, that brings us to the 2-minute warning. Bears trying to do some window dressing. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
What is up? Vegas, Vegas.
Williams from the gun. Rolling left, buying some time. This is going to take him off at across midfield there at the opposing 45. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Working fast as that clock ticks down. First down, Williams to throw. Williams hit, and that ball's out. But it appears that the Bears were able to get their paws on that one, so they're keeping the football.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
What is up?
To throw, Williams. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. Offensive line fast.
A loss of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is 4th down. Desperation time here. And they get home and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.